Hi everyone, good morning. I'm here with Kaitlin Cramer, one of our PCA agents, and we are going to chat a little bit. I'm going to call it a patio chat. It's so nice to be outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when we think of listing and selling a home, sometimes there are some, I would say, some difficulties to navigate through. And so when you think about listing, what are some maybe struggles that we have when listing a home?
Well, first of all, I want to say I hear that sellers really struggle when they don't have an agent. They learn that after they try. So that would be the first thing I would say. It's really important to have an agent. But something I think we run into is if a seller is trying to go straight from the home they're in to their next buy, sometimes that can be difficult if you're kind of just on the fly. So it's really important to sit down and have a plan and make sure you know where you're going and what you're doing, the terms that we need to negotiate and all of that to make sure it's all
You're working with someone like that right now.
I am,
We just got an accepted offer on their home.
Yep.
Now they are running out there to find a house. We call it home of choice.
Yep.
And the buyers, fortunately, of that property that you have listed, they're going to be patient. For about 3 weeks. Right? And then there's some other things that we can do, programs that we know that we have in our back pocket too, that lenders, different financial institutions will also help us with that. And then there's also looking for second housing, temporary housing for them while they get through that problem.
And it's always good to have that backup plan too. A lot of times sellers don't want to do that. It'd be ideal to just close and go from your closing to your new house, but sometimes it doesn't always work out that way, and so it's important to have a backup plan. One time I had a seller live in a camper for a few weeks. They planned that out because they didn't want to be stressed, and so if you have that option, that's great too.
So full circle back to where you started with the question, it really helps to have a professional real estate agent to navigate those, because we see all types of scenarios.
And we have so much experience usually out there, and we see what can come up and know beforehand if we see a bump in the road, so we can always talk about that before and make sure we have a plan. And
thanks for that insight.
Okay, Penny, I have a question for you.
Sure.
I think pools are great. I think they're beautiful. I was wondering what you think about listing a home that has a pool. Is it good or bad? Are there positives, negatives? What do you think about that?
I think that if you're going to list a pool, have it open, clean, ready to go. Put that home on the market, I would say mid-May. Yes, that's a little early to open a pool, but people want to start thinking about the summer fun. Some people, during COVID, this was really interesting. People were looking to maybe put their pools in their own homes. Well, like not in the home, but in the backyard.
I hope.
And boy, if you do an in-ground pool with concrete and make it just really, really nice, you're looking at $80,000 to $100,000. So what people were doing were putting their homes on the market and buying a house with a pool, because the pool does not bring 100% loan or 100% value of what it costs to put into it. It depreciates quickly, but the paying for a new buyer to put a pool in is expensive and a hassle. And so if you have a pool, definitely list it May 15th. Keep it open as long as you can into the fall, so that people can see and know more about it, because you have to have that inspected, or should have it inspected. Make sure it's working well before you make that huge of a purchase.
Good points. I love that.
I guess it doesn't bring a ton of value, but you will beat out somebody that is looking for a pool that maybe can't find a house that has one and can't afford to put one in. So have a great summer.
Good thoughts.
Thanks for the questions.
Cheers.
Always good to talk to you.
You too.